Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm here at Raman Science Center and we'll look what's there. Okay, so the first thing, so here we have got a pulley lift load, which is like you have to observe the equal weights which are hung from 3 different pulley systems and lift the weights individually. So if you lift this and see, you can see that this pulley system requires a lot of effort. This is a double rope pulley system, so this requires a lesser effort, as you can see. And this is a double pulley triple rope system, and this requires the least amount of effort. That is because this uses more amount of pulleys, so it has more amount of fulcrums, which reduces the overall effort. Okay, we'll look at the other aspects of this science park. And here you have got another system. This is a roller coaster where you release the ball from the highest point and observe how it passes over all humps. When it is released from a lower point, it fails to cross the first hump. But okay, we got a ball here. God, this is stuck. 1 minute. Okay, now you can see now the ball is going to be released from this height, and as you can see over time these slopes are diminishing because the ball will obviously lose its kinetic energy as it goes down. You may see this, and it returns. The lower the point is, the lesser will be the speed of the ball at the end. Okay, let's move on. So here we can see how the steering system works, where there's a rod and it spins and it turns the axles in a particular direction. Obviously a power steering will enhance this particular movement. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so the next thing in this park is this. Let's see what this is. This is a pulley and gear system which gives a full turn to the large pulley or gear with the help of the handle. Observe the number of turns of the small pulley or gear and measure the diameters. What principle they are trying to tell us is that the smaller pulley is obviously going to move faster because you need lesser effort, and the magnitude of force required from the perpendicular distance from the center is very less. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is a jumping platform. Okay, yeah, I get the logic of it, but it's for like small children. It's a very interesting park. Okay, now I'll just turn off this filming. Oh, okay, we'll do one more. We'll look at this. Okay, so as you can see here, you need lesser effort. Sorry, here you need more effort because you have to lift it closer. Since this is closer to the weight, the amount of force, the perpendicular distance from the center of the point is less, so you need lesser effort to lift this. But actually all of them are equally heavy. Well, yeah, this is a nice park actually. As you can see, for this lever, as you can see, this is a third class lever where the closer you are to the weight, the easier it is to lift because the fulcrum is here at the fixed point. Okay, let's look at this experiment. Okay, so that's just an instruction. Here we are going to see, we're going to take each of these up and then we are going to see how it goes down. Let me just skip to that part. As you can see, the left wheel is heavier, so it is moving more slowly because heavier masses need more energy for acceleration. That's why that lighter wheel speeds up quickly. Otherwise the length of these both rods is the same. This science park, as you can see, I'm now sitting on a giant dining chair and table. If you don't believe me, this is actually giant. This is the size of my hand. Look at the size of my hand compared to that. Okay, so here we have got another system. This is a tug of war system, where as you can see these pulleys, these actually reduce the effort to move this rod. As you can see, it's very easy to move this rod. So if I come to this side, it's very much harder. You need a lot more effort because these pulleys reduce the effort in this setup. And this is at Raman Science Center in Nagpur. Okay, so here we have got another experiment where we are pulling some weights at a particular angle. There are some disturbing swans there, I know. But as you can see here, the angle is much more shallow. So the amount of effort required to pull this weight is less. But as the angle gets steeper, the more difficult, more effort you need to lift this weight. Like this is like the hardest one. Because this is at a very sharp angle. And that is a very nice experiment. I've got another experiment here, and what we have got here is musical tubes. So the shorter the length of the tube, the higher is the frequency. This is the longer tube. So this is as you can see that okay, the shorter the length of the bar, the higher is the frequency. So this is a lower frequency. It's a pretty nice experiment. We've got another experiment here, and as you can see, this is a color filter, and this one now we are going to see that the different colors of light passing through it. This is transparent, this is yellow, then this is again transparent, this is green, this is transparent, this is pink. It's a pretty interesting experiment, but all the infrastructure at this park, it is pretty old actually. Nice. Okay, we have got one more experiment here. If you look through that, you can see that it's a 2D image. It's a 2D image, but if you look it from the side, it looks 3D because it's actually 3 different beams. So it's a very nice experiment. We have got another experiment here. So here what we are demonstrating is an action has an equal and opposite reaction, Newton's third law. So if I sit on this, I rotate this umbrella in the clockwise direction, but I am moving in the anti-clockwise direction. This is a very fun experiment and has a very good logic to it. Okay, moving on. Okay, so we have got another experiment here where the pendulum is swinging, and if I swing it in a particular direction, it will move towards me and increase in amplitude. It's very nice. See, if I pull it while it's coming towards me, its amplitude increases. Very good logic. This is the main entrance of the building of the planetarium, and I'm right now roaming inside its park. It's a really nice place and it's lovely. Okay, let's do a time lapse. Here we have got another experiment where there's a giant lever, and using a giant lever I'm just able to use my hand to raise this. Look how effortless the car is moving. It's so effortless because of the perpendicular distance from the center, which is very huge. Even though it's a Sunday, actually it's pretty empty, this park. It's not making that much profit. Got another experiment here. So if I stand at the center, this might look like it's actually a statue. It's just a normal statue, but actually this is just a hollow face, which creates an illusion. See, I'm putting my finger inside that. It looks so trippy. Wow. If I change the angle, it looks like the face is coming towards you, but it's just a hollow face. Pretty cool experiment. I have reached Kasturchan Park from Raman Science Center, and this is a really nice empty ground. And I think it's just 7:37 p.m. right now, so it's pretty dark. And yeah, it's a really nice ground. And there's a metro connection here directly till my residence in Nagpur. This is the Kasturchan Park metro station. I think you can see it, it's written there. It's very like blurry. This is the Nagpur metro and I am riding it in it shortly, and this is where the video comes to an end. Thank you for watching.